You're welcome back. Tonight is going to be amazing. It's worth it. And I have an amazing couple here. One of my most admirable duo. There are certain things I know about them that has actually, gotten me very glued to them. One of those things that is, known to myself alone, they're going to be sharing it with us tonight. And they are admirable in so many ways. It's like I'm keeping you in too much of suspense. Tonight I have with me Dr. and Mrs. Oyeni. The name is actually longer than that, but I will leave the floor now for them to introduce themselves to us. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us on the program this evening. And also, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to viewers wherever they're watching from across the world. My name is Olubenga Samuel Oyeni, and my beautiful wife here is Damilola Anna Oyeni.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, like you mentioned, my name is Damilola Anna Oyeni.
It's quite amazing having you here. I've actually been looking forward to this moment, and the moment is here. The world want to hear you. The world want to know what is behind. There are, maybe we'll get to that. They want to know what really is behind this most admirable, couple beyond Sunderland, beyond North East, beyond the UK and all over the world, extending to Africa, which is the origin.
Obviously, yes.
How long have you guys been married?
Oh wow, that's a very first question.
Yeah.
We've been married since we have two type wedding. We have the registry one that we did first. Then we had to go the old one, bear one. So we don't know which one you want to ask for. But the one we celebrate mostly is the old one, but Nigerian one. That was, we got married April 2014 officially. Yes. So now it's our 12th year of marriage.
So that's the official year. Okay. Yeah. So you've got so many anniversaries. Okay, that's peculiar to you as a person. And it's for us believers and Christians, we know it's quite a beautiful combination when God brings two people together.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet? Can you tell us the genesis of your journey, how you met? And
that's like a 2-hour course.
I know, right? I know there is going to be a lot of tales behind that. But in a nutshell, we don't want to move the train, further than we imagine.
Do you want to start then?
Okay, so I have my own story, and it seems to have his. I would say mine. I've always known his family, but I didn't know him because my mom is a retired teacher, same as his mom. So they taught in the same school. And then during the Ife crisis, I happened to follow my mom to her school where I first met his mom. And then somehow, fast forward to when I was in the university, my parents moved to their church. And I wasn't going there. I was still on campus. And he was there because he was the youth president. I think he started the youth organization. Yeah. And so he was the youth president, but because I was on campus, I wasn't part of it. When I came to the church after my university, he had moved to the UK. So I never met him. I knew all his siblings, knew his family, but I didn't know him. And then I think he came one of these days to...
Yeah, I frequent Nigeria very well. So, before then, I think it was in 2010 or 2011, I got 2010. I got a message on Facebook randomly saying, introducing herself to me and saying she wants to go and study in the UK. Mind you, there was no FEDASH at the time. Just saying.
She contacted you?
Yeah. But obviously, she's been in our church, so maybe she's asked stories of There used to be a youth
So
president.
when I got to the church, people would always talk about him. And then you came home for a Thanksgiving, like a testimony.
After my master's program.
I got a job and blah, blah. And so he came home and he did this big testimony that my family came home and they were talking about it and I wasn't in church. So I never met him. And they were talking about how he said different things that happened to him here in the UK. And so when I finished from the university, my dad was the opinion that I studied abroad. Then he wanted me to do nursing. So the only person I could think of was this guy that came home from abroad.
With a big testimony.
So I chatted him up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I would ask him questions around studying abroad. And then he would give his own advice. And then he came home one of those
Yeah, I think it was 20.
We were just friends that would chat on Facebook. So he didn't tell me he was coming. But I used to teach at the children class. And he came there, played with some kids, went downstairs. But because I couldn't recognize him because I had not met him prior. And it was just normal. People would come in and go out. So when he went, and my brother asked me, do you know who just left now? I said, no. He said, that's the person you always talk to on the phone. I said, oh, okay. I didn't know. And that was it. So later, it was we had an event. So I brought the children downstairs.
Yeah, it was Christmas, 2011 Christmas. I came home. I'd only go like twice a year, just to see my parents and my siblings. So 2011, I was home for Christmas. So because I'm a youth president, I also have the children as well. So I go to the youth church, the children church to go and play with them. So I went to that particular Christmas carol, went there. But I knew there was a lady that's been chatting with me on Facebook about studying in the UK.
Were you specifically looking for that lady?
I was in a way.
That's it.
I wanted to see who is this lady that's been I wanted to see about. So I was told it was in the children's church. So I said, okay. So after the church, I went to the church to go and see him upstairs. So I went up, I didn't see her. I was like, okay, maybe she's not in church that particular Sunday. And then I went back to the adult church. Then lo and behold,
still exploring.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there. So I just went to go and sit down. Then they came. The children had like a Christmas carol thing. So they came, and then she led the children. I was like, oh, that's the
person.
Well, girl, that was the speak to. So I saw that they did all the Christmas carol thing, and then they left. So after everything, so that night I was leaving the UK that particular night. But I made sure to just quickly do and say, so hello, how are you? Are you Daniel? I said, yeah, okay. We'll talk more. Because I had to rush.
We will talk more.
We had to rush back. It was on Facebook. Oh. At that time, I took a phone number, but I couldn't stay for long because I had to leave that night.
I think we were chatting on, after Facebook, we then moved to
Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah. Yahoo Messenger.
From Facebook to Yahoo Messenger. So there is more of,
talking. Yeah.
On Yahoo
and then I left to the UK that night. But because I had a phone number now, so I could call her directly, and then we started talking. 2012 now, the talk became long, and me, if you know me, I could call her 3 hours in a day.
Thank you so much. So I now know the genesis. You see, for a lot of people who don't know what you do, we're gonna come to that, and I'm gonna, for Fedash Consultancy, the first candidate you brought to UK was actually your wife.
Yeah, you could say that. Yes.
It was actually your wife. And
that's new to me as well.
That's
a discovery.
That is a discovery for Fedash Consultancy. And you've always been an admired couple, and you've taken us through how you came in, to know each other. At what time, and what exactly? When did you come to realize that, this is going to be the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh? And I know you've got a lot of stories, but
those are 3 hour courses you're asking.
No, I want you to be very
okay, I'll make it short. So 2011, I came on the Christmas, I saw her, started talking, and that for me, I think one thing that made it work for was that, for me as a person, is that we had, I was investing much in communication. I remember that time, I remember how much I would spend on calling her regularly. I mean, distance, they say, we start go for that. For me, I would call her morning, afternoon, night, trying to make the relationship work. And then we talked like January to like September, and I felt I need to go back home and go and see her. So I came home in September, that 2012, and I like properly asked her out. But she didn't say yes, she didn't say no. I was like, I would think about it. That think about it, like I could spend the hour to talk about that, think about it, think and pray. That went for a while. I waited in the UK and Nigeria. Answer me now. I came because of you. Anyway, I had to go back to the UK, and then after going back, now she now accepted. So, and then during that September to December, I came back home in December again. I knew she was the one for me. I prayed about it. My parents prayed about it, and everything I was looking for in a woman, I saw it now. Our values aligned. It made it easy for me, and I felt peace. I'm gonna cut you on that. No, you said our values aligned with mine.
yours.
Yes.
So what are those values that you actually can say actually were on the same
page?
Which
one for me is decency.
Decency.
Yes, very decent. Integrity.
She was very decent to you.
Very, very. Because I've seen ladies at the time. I've seen some decent ladies, but ours is quite different.
When you talk about decency can come
in everything. The way she speaks, the way she talks, the way she dresses, the way she greets, the way she does everything. Those values are exactly the same as mine. She also has integrity as well, high integrity, and she's well spoken of. They talk of people like they say, the Yoruba land, they will say, Jackie, you're not Jerry. You can't see any
vouch for her.
That can vouch for while growing up, from what she was until then, obviously I'm her only boyfriend and the only man anyway. So it made it easy for me. And whenever I think about her, everything is peace. I feel so much peace inside.
I'm going to allow Mrs. Oyeni to talk to say our home part of the journey as well. We've had a lot of things that Dr. Oyeni has brought to our hearing, talking about values, decency, and these are the things that a man would see. I think the Gen Zs don't look at that now, but what actually would attract any reasonable and futuristic and man will be one of a lot of what he has listed. For you as a woman wants something different from that. So what did you see in Dr. Oyeni?
I think for me as a woman, values aligning is also very important to me, because like I mentioned earlier, that I've always known his family. I always say to him that knowing his family, for me, they were the you don't do beyond your power kind of family. And I was raised that way. Like we don't look at other people's what others have that we don't have. Like we are content kind of, and that's the kind of family he's from as well. So that was one of it for me. And when he asked me out, because we had already been friends for a while, we've talked about things, and I've heard things about him as well. People saying things about him in church. Yeah, people would normally just say things about him being the ex-president and all of that. And that was
the pioneer president, no sense.
Okay, pioneer president.
Oh my God.
So for me, so when he asked me out, I prayed about it. And in the past, people have asked me out. The moment you as a man ask me out, I'll start avoiding you. That was when growing up. That was the way. I don't know. I wouldn't say the way I was raised. There was just something inside of me that will start avoiding you once you say that. And I used to play football, so I had loads of male friends. Like I was always on the field. We go. So I had loads of male friends that would go to the field together, do stuff like on the field and stuff. But the moment you move to that side of something just switches off. Yeah, and that's just for him. When he said it, that thing didn't happen. So I just felt like
glory.
I need to pray about this one. And after I prayed about it, it was peace for me.
Thank you.
And then my grandma, I would like to mention that my grandma, she's late now. She died on the night of our wedding. That woman was my prayer hero. Like I immediately, she was the first person I told about him. She prayed about it, and it was the same thing. She was like, "Ha, ma fi ọkùnrin yẹn sílẹ̀ o." Can you like she and yeah. So those also sealed it for me, and he's good looking. So
give it to the lady.
Yeah, and one more thing. When I was in school, I would always say to my friends will all know, I wanted a guy that was not a fanatic when it comes to Christianity, religion. That was not religious. I would say, I know it might not be for everybody. For me, I wanted a man that could still sing the hip hop music and stuff with me. That was well spoken and could write poem. Like he literally
fell into all
like he could do everything. So he just literally took everything from me physically and
Glory.
Alignment is the word that keeps coming. Everything seems to be falling into places and everything. Oh my God. Because there was one thing as well that you mentioned. Some people, they get to have relationship with parents before they get married and everything, and at the end of the day you find that some parents will actually reject, no matter how suitable your values are to each other. So when your parents heard about your coming together, how did they feel?
Let me say mine.
I want just one person to tell
the night I told my dad actually thought it was from I won't mention the town.
Okay.
There's a town my dad does not like his kids marrying from. He thought he was from there. That's why my dad was like, he had relationship with his family. My dad said no. I said why? He said because of this thing I've always said. And Nana said no, he's not from that town. He said, am I sure? I said yes. So he said he would find out. So he later found out and knew that he was not from that town. So if he was from that town, I guess my dad won't.
What if he was from that particular...
I would have convinced him.
What if he was from... You see, that has actually caused a kind of disruption between two people coming together. And at the end of the day, some people are forcefully gone ahead to marry each other. What if he was from that town? Would you have gone ahead to marry Dr. Yemi?
My dad, despite saying no, he would always say, but if you decide to do it, you're on your own. So his no doesn't mean that he will not allow you, but then he will still be like, well, whatever happens, whatever you see in that relationship is your business. So he will still allow me, but he'll probably just be like, you are on your own, we are on our own, so whatever happens is your business. So I will still marry him anyways, but it won't be as, for us, it was like match made in heaven, kind of. Everything just fell into
match
place.
made in heaven.
Yes.
Like everything fell into place. So,
thank you so much, Dr. and Mrs. Oyinemi. Your life has been a beautiful one, a remarkable one, memorable in so many ways.
Thank you.
For tonight, really, what I really want to extract from the joy of the relationship is how unity, has been displayed. Based on my own relationship with you, to others in the community, and all sorts. One of those things that will show that a marriage is actually thriving is the unity being displayed. And as you've been growing together as husband and wife, I know what first brought you together. You were talking about values, your values being aligned and everything. So this is so much you've said about about values. So in your marriage, how has these values shaped you as husband and wife? How has it shaped the journey? In your marriage?
For me, I would say having the same value has really helped us to literally have a common goal. Like at every time, whatever goals we have, we've chased it together.
You know what I want you to address? One of those values I want you to use that as a tool that has actually helped you.
Okay. Okay, go on.
Well, I think when you talk about value, like unity, like you mentioned about unity, the unity in marriage for us.
Yeah.
I think I would say our own kind of marriage is quite of unique. It's not like a normal modern day marriage. I'll give you an example for that, because things we do when it comes to unity has more, I would say, more than unity. Why? Because we do our things together. I think just before I got married, I had the verse of the Bible that says, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and shall join to his wife and shall become one flesh. People always say shall become one. It's wrong. One flesh.
One flesh.
And when I had that verse, it changed my thinking of marriage.
So, sorry, Doctor. One flesh is different from one.
Yes, different. Yeah.
So what is one? What is one flesh?
Adam was saying in Genesis, Adam says, this is the bone of my bone and the flesh of my flesh. And shall be called my. It means it came from me, from my own flesh. So it's my own thing. So when I got married to her, I see her as me.
A part of you.
Part of me. Because I believe, what Adam said literally, like, it came from me. It's not my flesh. Can I stab myself?
You can't.
No, I can't. So I shouldn't do anything to her. So that means, when we talk about marriage, we do things together. Our accounts, our emails, all our things, we know our passwords to each other. If I want to go and buy things in Aldi now, I don't need to go and look for my own card. I pick any card I see. Any card that is that card, we do it together. Like, there is no, this is my money, this is your money. No, it's together. We do our things together. Then it comes about, talk about things like share responsibility, like you bring 40, I bring 60. No, it doesn't work in our own mind like that. It's 100. Everything you have is mine. Everything I have is yours. There's no 60, 40 or 70, 30. No, we don't do it like that. We just do it together. And that makes us it's difficult for some people if you don't want to, but for us it aligns. Okay, if some people now, like maybe they're having two different values, it might be difficult for them to, for our own it's the same. So it makes it easy for us. So everything we do is together. We chase a common thing. Bible talks about one shall chase 1,000 and two shall put 10,000 to flight. That verse changed my life as well too. If two can chase 10,000, that means it's just exponential thing. So it makes us to. So at the beginning, we didn't say you will be cooking, I will be doing this. We do it together.
So your unity actually increases your productivity.
Exactly. Yes. It so much.
That's the power of unity. What one person can actually produce, like there's this phrase I normally will quote: "Strong alone, stronger together." So, and at the same time, there's a Bible passage that Pastor Doctor has quoted now, talking about one flesh. But people don't come into marriage seeing themselves as one.
That's the problem.
If you come into marriage with a mentality that your spouse figure on your finger, this eye you're trying to poke is the same eye, this same body you're trying to hurt is the same body.
Yeah.
But people don't come into marriage at that.
Like that.
Even as it appears that everything seems rosy and everything, can you tell our audience what you do and how that has demonstrated and displayed the kind of unity that is that exists between both of you? Can you tell our viewers what you do?
I feel like when they talk about marriage, people say before you get married, you call yourselves this is what we want to be doing in this marriage. You bring party if it's 50-50
shared
responsibility. As much as that works for many people, I feel like what works for us is we don't leave responsibility for anybody, because we are one flesh, like he said. We just do things as it comes. I see this, it needs to be sorted, I sort it.
That's Mrs. Oyeni, that's so deep for me as a person, because even people who shared responsibilities still believe that this is yours to do, this is yours to do. So you fix what you are assigned to do, but when you see yourself as one flesh, as having the same values together, even you are still responsible to take care of the responsibilities assigned to your.
I feel like sharing responsibility at the end of the day is stressful, because I just want to let me do what I want to do. What if you are living alone? Won't you sort those things out? So why are you waiting for the other person? And it's easy because I trust him to also do the same.
That's the place of trust.
Can two work together except they be agreed?
Let me put except they trust one another.
Yeah. Because if I feel like this person is using me, then it won't work. It's because I know he will not use me. I trust him to that level. So I know that if I'm doing this thing, he will do the same thing. So I don't have to keep anything. I know it works for people when they say you have your own money, then we now have a joint account. We don't have a joint account. We don't. But then I know how much he has. He knows how much. Then I know how much he has. He knows how much.
Even the separate accounts that you have, it's still like joint accounts.
You know, we went to Nigeria in December, and it was it yesterday or 2 days ago that you were checking one of your pockets and you found my Nigeria bank card in that. I was like, we were looking for this card for a long time in Nigeria.
And who was holding it?
It was one of my trousers.
One of his trousers. You know, if
say that January, we just saw it yesterday.
In your own
pocket, yeah.
So we don't use any card that is available. So it's not like
it means he has used the card. Of course, that was why it was left.
He was with him most of the time because he was the one going out most of the time. And when I was going out, we just take any card that is available.
You know, that's the power of trust.
Trust, yes.
You know, in some families, if that card has been found by the wife in the husband's pockets, that will have bring another trouble. Why did you take my girl? And maybe you have something you are hiding or the other. You will have felt that, you would have seen what your account entails. You've been such a blessing, and I'm really you're getting me on, and I believe that our viewers are getting, blessed and inspired by the Oyenis. We are talking of values, we are talking of trust, we are talking of unity, we are talking of having one flesh, we are talking of not living things for each other. Getting it done is your priority.
Yes.
And you have not answered my other part of the question, which is what you do. What do you do for a living? I know you've got a company called Fedash Consultancy. And I'm going to be asking you a question, not about the consultancy itself, but what has made the consultancy work in terms of unity. What do you do?
Okay.
Tell me to go. You.
Let me just say a little, then you can go in, deeper into it. So I would say we see it as ours. For that Consultancy Limited, I might be the named director, but we do it together. There was a year, was it 2 years ago now, when we had that high influx, and we will both be on our bed, even at night. We are sorting applications out, we are doing all sorts of things into the night, and we are just doing it together, gisting over it, just working. Even in the afternoon, we are doing the same thing. Despite he has his own job, he still sees Fedash as this is a brand we are trying to build. So we are putting our 100 into it, all ours. It's not about, this is your own company, you are the named director, so you sort it out. When I have time, I'll join. No, it's always like putting everything into it. So we are always like doing everything together. And even in that, we are connecting more. And work is supposed to separate us, but in our own case, work brings us even together. So we connect over it, we gist over it, we talk about things over it, and yet we are working. So it's still about the value aligning, really, because we don't see it as it's stressful, but we do it with joy, because this is us building our own brand.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Uyeni. You know what you have still not told our viewers is, you have not told them. I know you got a company and you work together, and you've been able to take us through how you guys, relate, with regards to the company. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm an educationist.
Okay.
And aside that, I have 3 different companies. I have the Fedash Consultancy Limited that recruits international students into the United Kingdom.
Okay.
I have the Fedash Real Estate that deals with properties, renting houses, buying houses and stuff. And then we now have like the event part of our business, which is the Fedash Center that runs, like we organize events over the year. And we just like plan events and bring events into life. And despite having those 3, it can be overwhelming, but having a supportive partner who is invested in it, like completely, it just makes it really good. Like both of us, when we even plan events, people won't believe we don't even have like a whole committee doing those things.
You principally both do.
We are our committee on our bed. We plan a whole event on our bed and we execute it.
You are, having to executing. I've seen a lot of your programs.
Two chasing 10,000 to fly.
That's the power of unity. You see, can two agree? Can two come together except they agree? That's the power of agreement, working and making things work. Things that should have worked between committees that entails 4, 15, 30 people. And the power of unity makes two work together. I'm going to give it to you. Tumble.
Thank you.
A very big tumble. and values make, things work together. I've seen husband and wife who cannot work together as a company owners, who don't trust each other, whose finances has actually come to the air just because one is actually extorting money out of their accounts. And I know principally that Mrs. Oyeni is the director. It takes why would you allow a woman to be a director? I would want to say that your ego as a man is not even coming to you. So what submerged your ego?
Well, like I told you initially that I don't see her as damning. No, I see her as myself. And that's why that kind of jealousy, kind of love, I don't like. It's a shift for me in my mind. Whatever happens, if today she's the president, I'm the president too. If today she's the prime minister, I'm the prime minister too. So that mindset in my head doesn't make her see her as an alien or as a second person. No, she's me. When I wanted to open the company in 2017. We had a plan to. I don't want to go through the beginning of it.
2017.
Yeah, 2017. We opened the company June 12, 2017. There was a story behind it, but let's leave the story about how it happened. And they were about to do it, and my wife said, "Okay, you and I will be directors on the company." And I said, "You and I? Why? You're the director of the company. I will just support you." I was like, "No, we had a fight. Not a fight. We had like argument about it. No, let's not both be directors on the company." And I said, "No, you'll be director on the company. You are my woman. You there. Stand there." Long story short, she agreed. Like what people say, what would they say that I'm doing? I said, don't worry.
It's not about what the world says.
No.
It's about what.
Yeah, can I chip in that this man here has got visions? Like he's got, when he talks about things he wants to do in life, you would see that Fedash is 0.5% of it. So to him, Fedash is nothing compared to what he wants to do.
Yeah, that's right.
He's not really tripped by Fedash.
Yeah, so that's what about after me. See how our glass is full of my name. I said, this is nothing. Mine would come. Bigger ones will come.
You don't feel insecure about it. You don't feel jealous.
No.
I would want to add that only insecure men will not allow their wife to thrive. Will not feel safe.
We're doing another big project now. She's also the director on it, on that big project coming too. So I can push her like that. Let her be the big woman.
Dr. Oyeni, I'm beginning to suspect you. I'm beginning to suspect you, and I'm beginning to see that there is a kind of values and you are a scientist.
Yes.
They've got scientists called catalysts. There are things there are chemical substances that speed up chemical reactions.
Yes.
Mrs. Oyeni seems to be the catalyst.
Yes.
I think you can view that as a scientist, because I think what you're doing, there are things my husband will leave me to do. She believes that if I do it, it's going to be
fine. Yeah.
And some men in some relationship, they get insecure about even seeing their
wives
doing that. That's the essence of unity will not actually be displayed, and it's going to actually affect your productivity.
For example, now the last award night we did, the mayor put in the royal gold on her. I'm so excited. That's my wife being honored. Imagine if I didn't push her to that level, or she didn't get to be that level, what would happen? Nothing would happen. But to have her on that podium receiving such accolades. It's me. It's my flesh. It's my name. They didn't put my surname from previous name. It's my name. Oyeni in there.
Oh,
and
that's
me.
That's so beautiful. I was at that night, and it was for me. It was touching. I was moved to tears. You see, we've seen a lot of men who will not actually give room for their wife to go anywhere, any way ahead of them. Because you have tried it, it has worked for you. How are you going to advise men who restrict or who withhold their wife and put them behind the curtain? I will get scared of them, going forward. What's your advice?
I think first for me, what happened is this because I 100% trust her. I 100% trust her.
There is a tool of trust.
Trust, yeah, that she won't one day go against me, or she won't. I 100% trust her. I mean, God is everything. With God anyway, and so that gave me the courage or the insight to say, let me do what I want to do for her. For people that can't be honest, I think what you do, if you trust your wife, and you shouldn't even marry someone you don't even trust in the first place. Why would you anyway? If you trust your wife and then you've married her, you're now one flesh. You should push her to wherever horizon you want to push her to. Because if she gets there, it's you. It's also your name. It's you. You are the man. I see it the other way, like this home now is my home. She has come to support me. So if she's cooking or she's doing washing, I say that I should be the one doing it. Her coming is to support me. So I should be thanking her to say thank you. I should be the one cooking. Should be the one washing. Should be the one doing everything. But you have come to support me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ine. You see, I've always said this. When a man leads very well, submission is very easy for the woman.
Yeah.
Mrs. Oyeni, with so much that has been said about you, the Bible still, reckon and, expect us to be submissive. With all this honor, with all this decoration, with just this leadership, being at the forefront. I'm sure I wouldn't want to doubt you that you're not a submissive woman. You are. How has image submission, apart from what I've said, how have you been able to, to be submissive, even with all the praises being given to you?
Well, submission is easy when I always say to people, don't marry rubbish. Don't marry who you cannot submit to.
Don't marry
honestly,
who you cannot submit
for
to.
a woman.
Don't marry rubbish.
Honestly, for me, it's normal. Like submitting to him is, I don't know. It's like being in my normal habitat, if I can use that word. It's just natural for me.
It's just a natural.
Yeah, it's a natural thing for me because whatever I am today, by the grace of God, we've achieved it together. So why I don't need to make myself a different entity. Like I don't see myself outside of our marriage, outside of him. Like he said, we are one flesh. So submitting to him is just me doing what I'm supposed to do.
It's a normal thing.
Yeah, it's a normal thing for me.
It's a way of life.
I've never had to struggle to do that. It's a way of life for me.
That's
because I did not marry rubbish, so I don't have to struggle.
Viewers, for upcoming wives and husbands, don't marry rubbish. That's a huge adjective. Don't marry rubbish. Don't marry somebody you cannot submit to. Because marriage is a journey.
I think for my also add to that, just quickly to add to that is it's easy for women to submit to their husbands if the husband can lead very well.
That's it.
And also if the husband too has a foresight, has a vision, and has not supported in the past. For example, I'll give you just a quick example. When we came to the land we came to the land for my PhD in 2014. We left Southampton in the van. We put all our load in the van, in a big van. Mind you, we have not paid for the rent of the house we're coming to sleep in Sunderland. We don't have that money. And we put our van, and my wife was asking, just like Isaac was asking Abraham on the journey, where is the thing? I was saying
to be used.
Our clothes, everything is in this van. We're traveling to Sunderland overnight. We don't even have money to pay. We don't know anybody in Sunderland. We don't have anything to. But I just told him,
what a journey.
I can never be stranded.
He said, I can never be stranded. I know I can never be stranded. And it was. We were leaving in the morning, but then it's like 8 hours journey. I just had Ife was a month old, so I had to take the flight. We took all the money left, we gathered everything left to get that flight. He could not even afford money to buy what's it called? Metro. When we got off the plane, there was no money to buy tickets to get on the metro down to Sunderland. He came with the bus, with the van rather, and he was saying he knows he can never be stranded. You were going to get to a city you know nobody, very late in the night, you can never be stranded. I said, okay, that's fine. We can never be stranded then. And then
on the way, I started praying, started making calls. I said, it's fate. But you know what? We got to the land, the money that we need £100. In Southampton, I had no penny. But before we go to Sunderland, we've already raised that £1,200 to pay for the rent and put all of our things inside. So as soon as he landed the flight, it was like, I've landed, I said, just wait for me in Newcastle. As soon as I get to Sunderland, I have a place. And we got the place. And that instance has been, not just, I mentioned one though, several. I just say, don't worry, just follow me.
He's a great leader.
We'll be fine. So, submission is sometimes easy. With God as leading us,
if the leader knows where he's going,
it's easy to submit.
Marriage is leadership. And if you lead well, you're both helping yourself to achieve and to bring something to pass. I think last week or so, I can't remember where somebody was actually talking about sometimes disagreement brings reality, and sometimes disagreement actually can shape, relationship as well. You seem to be talking about everything. You never talk about at the time that you disagree. So how do you handle disagreement when I want you to be very factual with us, because there will be a time that you will actually have things to disagree about, even in unity. So what have you agreed? What have you disagreed over on? Yeah.
I would say we've not had any big disagreement. We disagree on things like let's do it this way, I want to do it that way, and we just literally say okay.
So are you telling me that there has never been any time that you've been on the other fence?
I think like you said, we've never had any big disagreements. No big disagreements. And we've never maybe spoken to maybe a third party about us. People wonder you never even reported any of your spouse to like, or you've had small disagreement. Maybe for example, let me give you an example. Before I got married, I used to be very good with cooking and all that. But since I got married, I can tell you what times I've been to the kitchen. I mean, I can go down with gisting with her, but to do the cooking properly, no. But I like to do laundry. I can iron from morning till night. Ironing, oh God, it's one of my hobby. I can do. If you come to our house every Sunday evening, you will see me ironing. But apart from that, she does all the household chores, from cooking to washing. I do the ironing. Okay. So I think a particular time she got so stressed. Then you're like,
she got so stressed about cooking.
About doing all this house chores, cooking really. I was like, once you cook, when we first got married, you still we're still part of these a little bit. But now looks like you've just.
Did you observe the stress, or did she have to come to you that she was stressed?
I didn't see it initially anyway. I didn't see it initially.
So that means, how did you manage your stress at the time? She said, you said there was a time you felt stressed. You understand? How did you now have to pass the message? Was it an observation for him, or you have to voice out?
I think I told you.
Yeah, she told me that.
I think I voiced out because I enjoy doing household chores. So I don't really have issues with doing things. Like I don't look back to say you're not helping with this, or because I see people say these things a lot that they do things at home, their husband don't help with this, and I always just say, if your husband wasn't with you, wouldn't you do these things? Why not just do it? If he does some other things, why not capitalize on those things he does and leave the things he cannot? We all have weakness and strength. Like he said, I don't know how to iron. I would wear my clothes as washed like that and move on. My husband enjoys ironing. He would, if he says he's stressed, he wants to rest. Ironing is his way of resting. So pack the whole clothes from Sunderland, give to him. He enjoys it. Why not leave him to do that? I don't bother myself with stuff like that. I leave him to do it. The ones I love to do, he doesn't like to do it, like cooking and stuff. I just do it without looking back. I don't look at people who say their husband helped them in the kitchen. I don't care.
I think that makes life kind of easy.
Easy,
You understand? It makes life kind of easy.
Yeah.
You are not actually waiting for him to come and help you. So I think most of the time we should actually leave our spouses to going on to
the things they can
do for them.
I want to buy the kitchen for hours, so I'll be there. Maybe I bring my laptop to the kitchen and be walking while she's cooking. And then I keep TV anyway, so we can be watching the news together. I'll still be there, but maybe not necessarily the washing the vegetables or doing it. I'm not doing that. So I'll still be around.
It's about appreciating your spouse's strengths and letting every individual go on to developing what they can do. It's not about.
I feel like that's what causes most disagreement in homes. People look at what people are doing in their family. Brother, son, or sister, whatever said, their husband
does this for them.
And then you are getting home, you are looking at your husband like, he's not helping me with this. That would stress you. Why are you stressing yourself? Do what you can do. And even if these things are too much for you to do what you can do. And leave what you cannot do. Instead of complaining about, I cannot do, you are not helping me to do this and that. As long as everybody is fine. Don't look at what people, worry about the things your spouse is doing that their own spouses are not doing.
So there is no right template.
My husband, let me add this. My husband can stay up all night working on his computer, getting inspiration on different things. He's not the type that will wake up 6 a.m. to start sorting anything out in the house.
He does that.
I would wake up early in the morning, get my kids ready for school, for church, and I'm fine with it.
And it's not
but it's more productive. Yes, it's more productive at that night that is working. So it helps us to achieve more than saying, we are couples in this house. We have to wake up together in the morning. We have to do, while I'm bathing the kids, you are cooking. I mean, it's good, it's sweet. Yeah. But because he cannot do it, but it's productive. That's where, if there are some husbands, they are probably lazy. They don't do anything at night, and yet they don't support the woman well. That's where but I know this person puts in his best into this family whenever he's there. Why can't I do what I'm able to do? And we just enjoy.
So it's not about forcing your spouse to do whatever.
That's why people end up being frustrated. And then the family is like, you do this. This is 50-50. I call it 40-30 because it doesn't make sense to me, really. This is 40-50. So you have to do this because I'm doing that. Why are we doing that?
Thank you so much, Dr. and Mrs. Oyenile. I think trying to change your spouse brings frustration in everything. It brings frustration. It brings you, struggling, to get to the joy that you actually want, even for the marriage. It's been amazing having you guys here. I've been blessed. I can see you in another version. And it's really been sweet. And to go and to leave us on this note, there are people who don't believe about marriage again. There are people who cannot go on business, doing business with theirs. Even within the home, it's a business on its own, because there are so many departments, even within the home. And you have shown us that it can be managed well, even with number 2, with 2 people in it. What 5-7 people has been able to sit down without achieving. The power of unity, can bring it to pass, can make things work well. My prayer is that your union will keep blessing you.
Amen.
It should continue to be a blessing to others, and it will continue to please God. On this note, what is going to be your message for marriages out there, for people out there? There are people who don't believe about marriage again, who don't want to go near it. There are people who have lost hope about their marriages. There are people who does not believe that things can work out. There's people who are married on the wrong foundation. There are people who have slammed the door at the company or the journey called marriage. What's your advice for them?
Shall I go first? So, my advice is, if you are still single,
Don't marry rubbish.
Yeah, make sure you marry who you can submit to.
Marry who can submit.
Don't rush into marriage.
Don't rush into marriage.
Make sure you marry. Don't marry rubbish. I will always say it. Honestly, having someone who you can submit to will help you in the marriage. And when you are going into marriage, don't go with the mindset of, I'm going there for my own benefit. I'm going into this marriage to work together with this person to achieve greatness, no matter what it takes. I'm not saying abuse. If the person's mindset is right and your mindset is right, it would work.
If you both have the right mindset, that's what brings success about marriage. So the success of a marriage does not actually rely on the input of one person.
No.
So it takes two to tango. It takes two to untangle. So Dr. Yeni, your home finding.
My own advice is one for men. He has advised the women. For men, love your wife.
Love your wife
as Christ loved the church.
Love your wife as Christ loved you.
And that is we just say it like that, simply like that. It's
Christ's love is unconditional.
Unconditional, you get it. Like I mean, I can go 3 hours on that, but simply put, if you love your wife, I mean, maybe some African tradition has spoiled that love. They don't see. Even if you stop here, they will telling you how to funima the legend, how to left for Jenny.
Don't be a cultural
Jenny. No, love your wife unconditionally. There's nothing I cannot give to my wife. Nothing in this world. Nothing. Okay, I don't mind that to use the best of the best. Okay, and that means that's love. If you love her, then she would submit. The woman will submit naturally. So
loving your wife
when you want to go to
makes
marriage,
submission very easy.
Love your wife first. Then secondly, make it be united. The unity must be there. You're coming together to become one flesh. So those that this person is your own. So you are the same thing. Whatever you cannot do for yourself, don't do it to her. If you do that, you'll be united, and then do things together. Maybe not the extent of finances or passwords. Maybe you can share of that. I mean, people have their own dynamics in different families.
Exactly.
It differs.
Exactly.
Okay. If it works for us, for somebody, it will work for anybody else. But to some extent, be united. To some extent, it would help to know. We used to watch. A series. We watch series a lot of. What's the name? Sam and Calencia. We call it SCS Los Angeles. You can check it. There's two characters. There's Sam and Caleb.
Hannah.
Those two guys are partners in the crime world. I mean, they are police officers. And then they were so close. Many men, they're not. I mean, very close as partners. There was a time that Sam was, maybe Caleb was pointing a gun at Sam. Okay, and Sam knew this guy cannot point a gun at me. Something must be wrong. Something, as in, people were arguing. He said no.
Even at that point,
even at the point that he trusted that this guy, I mean, that kind of trust, like, I'm so sure
that he wouldn't do this.
He could never body. No, he wouldn't. And do you know what happened? Caleb shot the gun at Sam. But do you know what happened? He didn't shoot at Sam. Just by the earline. To shoot someone at the back that was about to shoot his partner. He saw the guy at the back. And then he threw the ball like this. But the guy was thinking, is he shooting at me? But shooting at the guy that was at the back. And the guy too was so sure. That kind of trust. It's a high level trust.
High level trust.
God helping us. I mean, we're human. Not blood flow in our veins. We're human. I mean, God is in all of this. To God as a third party, helping to guide our steps, right? And as the man jealously loving your wife.
Let me quickly round off with this, and I'll.
Sorry, I'm talking to you.
It's all right. I'll bring to it's quite an enjoyable journey. There was a time. We were to have a surprise birthday party for Dr. Yeni.
Okay.
The unity was so strong to all of us. And we knew that, when you want to do surprises, you get to hold one of the spouse, and down and penetrate and come in through them. You know what we kept telling each other? The wife will not cooperate with you. We won't be able to go. The wife will not cooperate with you. We won't be able to go. And it was so difficult for us. They both made it difficult. The husband made it difficult. The wife made it difficult.
There's someone you would reach out to her that wouldn't know anyway.
Exactly.
Our phones are always together.
So
our contact and my contact. Because that in our contact. So
the power of unity, it's so enormous, big, and my prayer is that whatever way the enemy plans to penetrate you, there is a great
Holy Ghost fire.
There is a greater barrier that will actually not make that eventful.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
It's been amazing having you. You've been a blessing to everyone around you. You have this huge integrity that I know heaven is, actually a backup for. My prayer is that you're gonna make it eternally, Jesus. We look forward to having you more on this program for you to come back and be, a blessing to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you to all our viewers. Thanks for watching. See you later.
We have a token, and this is a souvenir from Stronger Together. And our prayer is that strong alone, stronger together. And that's what, your marriage will continue to
do. Thank you for having us. Thank you, Stronger Together.
Stronger Together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers. It's been an amazing episode of Stronger Together Podcast 24. I will implore you to click the like button, subscribe, put in your questions until we come our way next month for another beautiful edition. I remain your host, Dr. Abidemi Bemisola Oladipo. Stronger Together.